Wow. Not more disturbing allegations being brought up about Jay-Z that could potentially lead to the end of his marriage?
I know he was dating Blue, but he had
Wow, he
another
surely
woman
was,
that was
and they were
pregnant
all-
that was about to come out with her pregnancy around
Was
the
she
same
from
time.
the islands?
Something like that. And that's where he met Rihanna. Robin Fenty is in Barbados. So I know he spends a lot of time out there. And what I do know, and I don't even have to say allegedly, is that he has a trap house in Dallas, Texas, that him and Diddy are funding, and they have minors, male and female, working in there. And I'll say it into the camera, and it's not allegedly. Y'all need to go see about Dallas. And they got Yellow Beezy running it. That's on me, baby.
Oh,
they got minor women and boys. Or I would say women, teenage girls and boys, and they're having.
Well, allegedly, Beyonce has just about had it with Jay-Z, and based on what I've heard, Solange is out here saying that the marriage is as good as over. I mean, y'all have been saying that the marriage has been over for a long time, but apparently, this time it's over for real, and it's because of a bunch of things that have been piling up that Beyonce can no longer stomach. Allegedly, Jay-Z never stopped cheating. He's supposedly got a bunch of other kids out there other than the ones we know about, and he's even allegedly got a trap house down in Dallas with Diddy, where transportation of young girls happens, among so many other things. If y'all thought things were bad down at the Carters' home, it's reportedly 100 times worse, and allegedly, Solo is the one spilling the tea. So, like I said, according to recent reports, this marriage has allegedly been broken for a long time. In fact, there have been insiders claiming that Jay-Z and Beyonce have been living separately for a while now, and the rift probably happened sometime before 2014. Of course, y'all recall that after the Met Gala in 2014, footage surfaced of Beyonce's sister, Solange Knowles, seemingly attacking Jay in an elevator at an after-party. And the rumor was that she attacked her brother-in-law because he cheated on Beyonce. By the way, after that elevator incident, an insider revealed that as much as Beyonce and Jay-Z secretly separated, Beyonce still gave Jay-Z very strict rules. The insider said, Jay's ultimately very grateful that she didn't give up on him back in the day, so he shows his respect by following her rules. He used to go out with the boys all the time, but that's off limits, and Beyonce doesn't like him having one-on-ones with his female talent. Speaking of Jay-Z not having any one-on-ones with his female talents, a source also revealed to Hollywood Life that Beyonce was very suspicious of Rihanna, saying, Rihanna is a person she's suspicious of. There have been so many rumors over the years about her and Jay, it's hard to know what to believe. At this point, Beyonce keeps a very close eye on Jay and Rihanna, but he's not banned from working with her. Not yet, at least. Well, allegedly, the cheating has never stopped. And based on reports, this is one of the reasons why Beyonce is finally pulling the plug. As far as receipts, of course, we know that there was the rumor back in the day that Jay was cheating on Beyonce with Rihanna, and allegedly, the affair was the real reason Chris Brown did what he did to Rihanna. People close to the situation said that Chris Brown got mad after Rihanna gave him an STD, which she had gotten from Jay-Z. And after he confronted Rihanna for always having something in her mouth, Rihanna followed Chris to the Lamborghini and started fighting him for embarrassing her, and Chris retaliated. Anyway, we also know that Rihanna wasn't the only one, because Jay-Z also allegedly cheated on BA with Kathy White, also known as Corey, who died mysteriously the year Beyonce got pregnant with Blue, and this was shortly after doing an interview about her relationship with Jay-Z. Also, when BA released Sorry, there were allegations that Becky with the good hair was Rachel Roy. Rachel previously interned at Rockaware, the fashion label started by Jay-Z and producer Damon Dash, who also co-founded Rockefeller Records, and she eventually became creative director of the women's and children's lines, with allegations that she messed with Jay-Z. In addition, there were also allegations that Casey Cohen, who was on the Bravo show Princesses Long Island, was Jay's alleged side piece. We also had allegations that Jay had an affair with the one and only Rita Ora, and around 2012, there were allegations that Jay had a 15-year-old mistress who was 4 months pregnant, but had the pregnancy terminated over the summer. Do y'all also remember Carmen Bryan, self-proclaimed mistress of 9 years to Jay-Z, who said that she even got pregnant by Jay-Z during their affair?
At one point, you were pregnant by Jay?
Yes, I had a miscarriage.
Okay, this is before the whole
This is
takeover.
this is like
Okay.
before all of that.
How far along were you?
I believe I was definitely less than 3 months. It was the first trimester. It wasn't.
It was still early.
Exactly. Yeah, it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't planned. It wasn't like, oh, we're gonna have this baby and, move forward.
Let's just say that there have been a bunch of other allegations, and even a wilder allegation that the real reason the cheating was such a big deal was because Jay-Z had allegedly cheated with men. And one insider was even talking about Jay cheating with Will Smith, allegedly.
So when I filmed the documentary with me and the twins were on about 10 years ago now, the producer of that show said, I've got a secret. I know the reason why Jay-Z got beat up in the lift by Solange. So I was like, well, give me the tea. And he was like, well, basically, Beyonce and Jay-Z. This is what I've been told, and I'm just telling you straight what I got told, right? And I've told a couple of people over the years, but everyone's been like, whatever. But since all this stuff's come out about Diddy and his freak parties, I feel like it was true. So apparently Beyonce and Jay-Z have an agreement that obviously he can fuck out, but he can't fuck out more than once. If he fucks out twice, then it's a problem. Obviously, he's gone back for more, so he's feeling that person, do you know what I mean? Apparently the reason he got slapped up in the lift is because he'd gone back more than twice. But the real tea is who he went back with. I'm not one to gossip, I'm not gonna lie, and I've literally had this to my chest for 10 years, like, that person being, drum roll please, Will Smith.
Now, word on the street, and what Solange is allegedly saying, is that Jay-Z has never actually stopped stepping out, and that despite the public apologies, the therapist visits, and all the high art redemption arcs, he's been running around living a double life behind Beyonce's back the entire time. To make matters worse, it's also possible that he has multiple secret kids scattered out there other than the ones we already know about. And you know what? According to what most people have observed, you can clearly see in their eyes that Jay-Z and Beyonce are not in love, especially when it comes to Beyonce. It's like she's not into him anymore, and there's really no spark in her eyes. In fact, many people are of the opinion that when Beyonce is with Jay-Z, they look more like best friends or even siblings. Actually, to add on to this rumor, there's a blind item that has been making rounds which said, "This globally adored pop star is widely seen as one of the most powerful and influential women in the world. Her marriage to a rap mogul has long been praised as the pinnacle of black love and empire building, but behind closed doors, it's anything but a fairy tale." What most people don't know is that the superstar never truly wanted this relationship to begin with. Well, the blind item also revealed that it was her own mother, Mama Tina, who pushed her into his arms. She was barely 19, still figuring out who she was and totally hesitant about dating a guy in his early 30s. But the mom saw dollar signs and power, steering her right into a forced fairy tale that was really just a business transaction from day one. Now, with divorce talks allegedly blowing up behind the scenes, the shiny golden crown is finally slipping, and the real truth about how she was manipulated into this dynamic is coming to light. The blind item also continued and said, "Insiders say the superstar was hesitant from the beginning. She knew about his reputation, the women, the questionable past, and the power imbalance, and voiced her discomfort to her mother. But instead of supporting her, her mother quickly shut her down. Her mother, who had long been managing her career, saw the relationship as a strategic business move. She allegedly told her daughter that being with the mogul would solidify her career and put her on another level, essentially making her untouchable in the industry. The mother was focused on creating an empire and believed aligning her daughter with the rap mogul would do just that. Even when the superstar admitted she wasn't sure she even liked him like that, her mother dissed her. And so, despite her hesitation, the young singer went along with it. But what she didn't know at the time was just how dark her future husband's past was and how it would come back to haunt her. Clearly, the dark past is haunting Beyonce, and based on reports, she can't take it anymore. Apparently, this is why she has been doing a bunch of solo projects, because she wants to make sure she's well taken care of when she leaves Jay-Z. By the way, there were even reports that Beyonce started finding comfort in the arms of other people like her bodyguard Julius. And for anyone who has been keen, there have been dozens of blind items on this allegation. Some people have actually even said that they believe Beyonce and Julius have been involved in the past because of the pictures where he was coming out the hotel behind Beyonce with lipstick on his lips. In fact, allegedly a few years back, Jay-Z definitely thought that there was, and may still be, something romantic going on between B and Julius. And an insider said that he wanted to fire Julius, but Beyonce said, "Julius isn't going anywhere." I don't know how true that is, but what I can tell you is that B is allegedly done for good this time. Between the endless secrets, the shadow of potential love children hanging over their legacy, and a foundation allegedly built on pressure rather than real choice, she's realized that no amount of billionaire status is worth living in a permanent house of cards. Above all, she is reportedly utterly exhausted from years of being controlled. And through all of this, if there's one person who has reportedly seen right through the facade from the start, it's Solange. Insiders are saying that Solange's heart just breaks breaks for her big sister. Watching her carry the heavy weight of a high-pressure marriage, constant scrutiny, and continuous control. All she has ever wanted is for Beyonce to be truly happy, safe, and free from the ongoing lies and manipulation. And if word on the street is anything to go by, she's finally happy that Beyonce will choose herself. Honestly, I don't know whether these divorce rumors will stick this time around, but you let me know whether you think it's time for Beyonce to end that marriage in the comments section below.